Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we've got the fusion dropped. It's out there, it's in the game. 4 of these lizards, the larger, needed to make RAZELVARG. And there's 16 of the Margrave Greenhawks to get to make those lizards. I've done one video on this dude saying I think he was actually pretty good. He performed really well in Hydra, very well in kind of like wave killing, and he's got a bit of a smack. So anyone at the moment who's kind of on the fence, there's also going to be a video coming out tomorrow with him in a clan boss team. And I've got to say, he's surpassing my expectations as a champion. Yeah, my original thoughts of feels a little bit crap. They've gone. Yeah, I actually think he's unique. He brings something different in his kit. And if you're on the fence and you've got resources, I think you should get him. Yeah, that's my opinion. I think you should actually pick this guy up. Do I think right now he's going to be part of the best teams that exist? Probably not. But he's so unique that I would hate to be here saying, don't grab this fusion. And then, you know, in like 12 months' time, come back like a Brogni and be thinking, damn, actually, no one else can do what he can do. Okay, I don't think he's as good as Brogni, but who knows, right? Who knows what the community are going to end up doing with this dude. But I'll tell you now, my clan boss team coming out tomorrow is sick. It's really, really strong. Okay, and that's because, one, I've pumped strong champions into it, but also the general makeup of it is really strong, even if you're a new player. So don't write this dude off until you've kind of given it some serious thought. Now, they've dropped the fusion calendar. We will have our kind of regular page on hellhades.com where we say, you know, this is what you should be doing today to maximize your fusion event if you're going for this dude. The Raid have pulled together this calendar here, and normally they're pretty handy just to kind of get a feel for what's going on. One big tick for Raid. We do have a separate epic available through Summon Rush. Now, what this means is you can basically write off 4 of the rares if you want to. It's spectacularly better than not having this, okay? Because it just means that you get to make more choices. This champion will probably be somewhere close to, oh, I hate trying to guess this stuff because who knows what they're going to do, but probably somewhere close to 5,000, 4,700 points for the epic. Yeah, and you've got the rare along the way as well. So that might make or break your fusion, honestly. Yeah, do you have shards available? If you do, I would suggest going all in for the Summon Rush if you can get the epic, because it makes the whole fusion a ton easier. You never know, you might pull a couple of the rares or another epic along the way whilst you're doing those shards, by the way. So something to be aware of. The other summoning event, the Champion Chase, which Champion Chase tournaments are generally easier because you can use any saved fragment champions that you've got. Like I've got a couple here. I've got Supremo, Hain, and Basatha. That's like 1,000+ points for me on a Champion Chase. So I've got some credit in the bank for Champion Chase, but the lion's share of what we need to do is over the Summon Rush. So bear that in mind if you want to go on that route. Otherwise, we're going to look at what's in game already in a second, but you're kind of going Dragon Tournament and Champion Training together. You might do a bunch of your Champion Training work in the Tavern and then use your energy in the Dragon. There's also Dungeon Divers, which is overlapping from tomorrow on these things. So it might be that you bank energy today. Up to you. Banking energy is not always the best thing to do, honestly. But you could bank energy today to then lap it into the Dungeon Divers event tomorrow to make full use of that. Because Dungeon Divers tends to be the harder out of all of these things. Dragon, comfortable, providing you can do a level 16+. And if you're doing less than level 16, your point requirement's probably quite low anyway. So generally, these ones are not too bad. It's just, have you saved up some energy? Do you have some gems in the bank to turn into energy? Champion Training Tournament. Which way around is this? Let me just see. I always get confused which way around it is. Champion Training Tournament is live. Yeah. So the tournament, you can actually use things like books. You can use books to earn points. And actually, they tend to be a bit better because of that. Because you can use things like leveling up, yes, that tends to be a lot of your points. Ascending gets you some points. And booking gets you quite a lot of points. And we've all just got 3 epic books from this kind of reward thing. Plus, we've got our energy and stuff in the bank as well from this Viva. I can't remember what they're called. You know, that group that did the funny vid. Cool page, actually. Anyway, we've got 3 epic books here. So you can just throw that into some champions if you want to. You can also decide when do you want to take your 500 energy. You don't need to take it today. You could save it until you're kind of short for an event and then use it there. But just bear that in mind. So yeah, those 3 kind of overlap each other. Classic Arena is just how active are you in the game. You then got the first artifact enhancement event. So you want to be saving your silver in the meantime. Get yourself to the artifact enhancement. Don't forget you can earn silver through places like the Forge. Get yourself making stuff, selling it if it's crap. Earn your silver, and then you'll be able to do these events more easily. For artifact enhancement, really it's just a case of, did you save some silver? Do you have some items to get going? I've done quite a lot of videos helping people through how to do this. You then go into Ice Golem, and it does kind of dovetail into this Dungeon Divers event. So you can kind of finish off the Dungeon Divers doing your Ice Golem. We then go on to like the second wave, really. Second champion training event. So you can't use things like books for that one. That's just a straight up leveling champions. And it's a long one as well. Look at this. It's covering 5 days. Probably means it's going to be a high point score to get the rare. Yeah, so just bear that in mind. Fire Knights goes into Dungeon Divers nicely. Also got the champion training at the same time as well. So again, that's going to help you with the Dungeon Divers. Might spend more time in the campaign for this one than you do in the tavern to just get yourself those points. We've got that champion chase. You might not need it. Depends if you got this epic or not. But either way, if you get the epic, you can write off 4 of these things. If you don't, then you've got to do all of these things, yeah? We've got the artifact enhancement number 2. There are 3 artifact enhancement events, so bear that in mind as well. So that's a lot of silver throughout the period of 2 weeks. Second classic arena, generally pretty easy. Spider tournament does work alongside this third Dungeon Divers, but only right at the start of it. And then there's nothing else that goes into it. So, you know, Spider 10, if you can't do 16 plus, is your place to be. Get better drop rate of 5-star items in Spider 10. That's where my free-to-play will be. But otherwise, just kind of do the highest level you can for points. I think for sheer points per energy, level 20 dungeons is still the place to be. But if you want better drops, then obviously you go into hard dungeons and do all that type of stuff. But yeah, Dungeon Divers here alongside the artifact enhancement. So I think all in all, depends on the points requirement. Let's have a quick look and see what's in-game already. The kind of whole flow of it feels okay. Expecting to see 27 for the max. Yeah, 2250 is about where you'd expect to see the reward. So this is not horrendous for Dragon. Probably be a bit lower if you're a newer player. Champion training at 5,000 points. Sounds like a lot. In 4 days, that's actually very, very comfortable to do. Sounds a lot. My free-to-play will breeze it, honestly. And probably get this epic book. Like, the champion training stuff is not that bad. I will link a video at the end of this showing you how to do it. Because if you don't know the system, it's hard. If you know the system, it's a breeze. Okay, so that's important to know. And in Summer Rush, we can't see any more. So look, I think overall, on the face of it, it's not too bad. A lot is going to be down to how much work you can get done in that Summer Rush event. If you can get through to that epic champion, then this feels like a very, very decent fusion to pick up. Especially if you're not super endgame and you're trying to kind of work your way through teams. The more I play with this rabbit, the more I like the rabbit. That's my view. Anyway, guys, I've been Hell Hades. Good luck. I'll see you later.